all difficulties. Um,
Hello.
okay. Oh, hi. And what's your name?
Hello. Hi. I'm Skittles.
Um, of course, oh, hi, Skittles. Nice to meet you. So, what do you have to say about a
Um, well, I think I'm gonna
oh,
start with my favorite color.
oh,
So, my favorite color is bittersweet. It's a pretty cool color. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I like the topic that we're going over today, which is red flags in relationships. Oh,
can you give
someone
me
in
one
the
moment? Skittles,
hello.
Skittles.
Yes,
Can you give me a moment, please?
surely.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. Sorry. Skittles, are you still there?
Yes, I
Hello?
am. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, okay. Yes, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You
no,
could
it's
go ahead.
fine. Okay. Yeah, so what are we talking about today? Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of heat wave. Be careful.
The red flags in the relationships.
Okay, so we're going over red
What would
flags
you
in
like to add to that?
relationships. Yes, I would. Okay, so some of my red flags in relationships would probably have to be somebody who doesn't know how to
You
communicate
can
their emotions.
find them. I don't know what's going on. The 1 minute still. Okay.
Okay.
You were sounding a little muffled. Say something.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Okay, much better. Go ahead.
It's better now? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes, I'm
So
here. Go ahead.
some of my red flags that I've noticed in a relationship
Mhm.
would have to be like somebody who doesn't know how to communicate their emotions. Like if you're feeling one way, that's one thing, but if you can't let me know how you're feeling, how are we
Going in
supposed
and
to
out.
build on that? Oh. Okay, what about now?
You're keep going in and out. Do you want to go out and coming back and see if that would be better?
Uh,
The
is this
link
okay?
is pinned there, right? Is it? I
Yeah.
think the link is that. have to for you to go out and coming back, probably, because I don't know.
Okay.
Link there that you could okay.
Heat wave, can you hear me?
Okay, could you hear me? Unmuted myself. Are you hearing me?
I can.
Okay, you're hearing me. Okay. So
Yay!
you hearing me? Hello? Hello? Is wrong. Okay. You hearing me? Hello?
You have to mute one of the other ones. So the first one that you are part of, you have to mute it.
Why is it like
Or close the other tab. Close the other tab. Is it okay now? Hey, Miss Intel. Hey, Jessica. Hey, everybody. Hey, Lavon and everyone coming in. We're being.
why is it the song? This song is terrible.
Okay, Heat Wave, remember to add yourself to the stream and also add the other person. Add to stream and also unmute.
I do it now.
Yes! Hey, Sincere. Hey, everybody. Come through, Heat Wave.
Oh, hi. You hear me?
Now we can. Now we can.
You good now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. It's like a delay.
Yeah, we're
You
good right now.
still hearing me, Kerry?
Yeah, they can hear you. Guys, let her know if you can hear her.
Okay. Okay. All right, Kerry. So we're gonna try and get very relaxed. It look like I have a bad relationship with my laptop. I need to talk about that shit. We didn't have a good relationship right. So like, how do you feel and what relationship would you like to speak about,
Oh,
Kerry?
you know what, Heat Wave? I can hear you, but there are times when your sound is
Yeah.
going out, so I'm not sure what the problem is. Your microphone is low.
Man.
Your microphone is low. I don't know, but let me know, guys, if you can hear her.
Okay.
I just
So
came in a few minutes ago and realized that Heatwave was we couldn't hear her, so I just came up to help her for those who are just coming in and wondering what's going on. We can now hear you, but sometimes it's a little bit distorted.
I'm gonna turn the volume.
Come again? And everybody goes through this, Heat Wave. Everybody goes through this. I remember even some of your favorite creators, guys, they went through this the first day when they started. Okay. I remember when I just started this. That's why I said, let me come up on here and help her. Because everybody has to go through some, teething pain. So we're learning. And she's learning too, guys. So let's wait and see. Oh, Sincere is saying maybe what you could do is refresh your internet connection. So everything is sorted out now. It's the only thing is that we can't your sound is a little bit low and it's a little bit choppy, but everything is cool.
Okay.
You gotta stay with me until Kerry come,
Okay.
and then you could have yourself.
Ready?
Mhm. Hey guys, sorry about that. We'll do a next song. We'll do a next run at this, okay? Just bear with me. Um, so let's see. To continue, right? Okay. So anyone? Let me see who is anyone backstage here. Okay, guys. Like I said, I don't know why Satan think he's gonna come around here and mess up this. Mess us up today, 2023. My first day back too. So I'm feeling away. Okay, and I'm very determined. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Okay, and let's go. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being so patient with me. We'll get this together. Okay, believe me, we'll get it together. I'm not giving up. This is a very nice topic. I'm very excited to know what you guys are thinking and what kind of relationship you will be speaking about this evening. Okay, so all right, let's get started. Let me see. Okay, I'm just bringing up people that I is acquainted to. So guys, don't feel any way because I'm not gonna deal with anyone that I'm not accustomed to because I don't want any whatever those kind of stuff that they're doing. It's really sickening to know we are grown people and acting like jerks. Okay, so we don't want none of that. All right, because I don't want to have to send my soul and carry on bad. So all right, so all right. Carrie was up here before. I just hope that she's around so she could rejoin. Okay. And Skittles were here too. I hope they just didn't disappear on me. Um, Hi guys, Happy New Year to everybody. Oh, my class of tsunamis. Yes, yes, guys, yes. Happy 2023. Okay. A year of success, prosperity, you name it, here it is, you know. It's no limit, right? We're not going to limit ourselves to what we're going to do. We're not going to stifle ourselves. We're not going to censor ourselves. We're going to say what the hell we want to say and to hell with whoever feeling away. Once you're out here, including myself and everybody else, you're fucking content, okay? Your content. Sorry, but not sorry. The hell with that, okay? So if you're thin skin, oh well, oh well. So we're talking about this red flags in relationship. I would like to know, what are your thoughts? Do you have anything to add, subtract, multiply? But please let us stay on topic, okay? So you could speak about your experience, about whatever relationship, you could share it with us if you don't mind, and we'll take it from there. There are all kinds of relationship because right now myself and this laptop have like a breaking up, making up shit going on here. So it is what it is, you know. And I'm playing this by ear, so let's see how we gonna move on. Okay, maybe I should start first, huh? Okay, let me say about relationship. I would like to talk or speak about relationship about, let me see. Hmm, how should I start that? The most popular, the most difficult and complex relationship, I think is one of intimacy, right? That's yeah, that is always something you're gonna hear about. People's gonna look at things differently and all of those good stuff. For me, red flags is what I would look for. I'm looking for someone as my significant other. I'll be looking at let me see. I'll be looking at what mannerism, the way the person speak, when they're. I mean to say, you have to test the waters, right? Because when we're dating, we're on our best behavior, right? And the minute we get accustomed to a person, and then is when you start seeing those red flags. When a man is going to grab you up, they're going to speak to you a certain way. Expect it. That's who they really are. They were hiding it and trying to be nice and all of those things. And, it is what it is. So are we going to ignore it when they say, okay, grab you in a way because you always, a little, your voices was, on the rise a little because you're upset about something. Maybe he had you waiting a little too long or whatever it may be, or hanging with his friends and not paying any attention to you. And so you're mad, tempers are flared. And he just grab you, okay? And you feel that grab. That's a different kind of grab. That's the thing to look out for. That means that man hands is going to leave his side, and eventually that is like like a future woman beater. That's what I call her, a coward. So that is going to happen. He's going to say, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that, or whatever. Yes, he meant to do that. But should you just sit and look at that and say, well, we were playing, he was just he was just mad, he was just having a bad day? No, because you're not going to treat him like that. Don't accept it. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. And next thing too, um, I think most of the, what do I say, the younger people, um, not even that young. I'm talking about close to middle age, both men and women. They had something that everybody was saying, look, I want my equal rights, right? Okay. So what most of the guys do, okay, equal rights, we're going to split this bill. We're going to split it half and half. Now, should you look at that as a red flag that he's going to be cheap? He don't know to take care of you. Would you look at that as a red flag? Um, I don't know. For me, I would not necessarily look at that as a red flag. Maybe that is just someone who is more, sometimes you might not know his pocket, right? And then the first thing you're going to say, well, he should be loaded, he should have this, he should have that. And that is why we get into problems, because you're going to look at him and say, well, maybe he's cheap, and he's taking me out, why I have to pay half of the bill and all of that. You see, these are things you have to look in, you have to get to know someone, because of course we put our best foot forward. But as time go by, and when you see someone maybe is looking, they're counting up, because again, sometimes it's good if somebody's inviting you out. If he's inviting you out, of course I expect him to take up the bill. It's up to you to say, you know what, honey, I'm gonna take care of this, or I'm gonna leave the money for the tip, whatever it may be. Because if you're asking this person and say, okay, let's go out. Now, most men, they're not going to come out right away and say, look, I don't have the money or whatever. Remember, you asked him. You told him, let's go out. That's your invitation, really. That's your invitation. You don't expect him, because you all are now getting to know of each other, right? So you don't expect him to have to, if he said, look, hey, this is what I got. Now, are you going to feel insulted that you might have to pay the other half? you know and that is how things get confused, because you invited him out, so you don't know this man's pocket now, and that is why things go left. Because now what's going to happen? He wants you so badly, and he would put, do you want someone who is going to pretend to be something they're not? And he might be splurging on you and all of that. You don't know where this money is coming from. And the first thing is good to know about a person's employment, or lack of employment. Okay, these are things you have to pay attention to. Sometimes someone have a good job, right? But you don't know If he's aiding his mom, his little sister, he has someone in college that he's helping out. These are things you have to pay attention to. You understand? In a relationship, you have to be a good listener. And unless you can listen and comprehend what you're hearing, you're not going to, a lot of things is going to go past you. Okay. So we cannot just fold right away and said, oh, he's cheap. He don't have money and all of that. Because when you go towards that, you're going towards not all money is good money, like they say. Right. So anyway, so that is the next thing. Some people is just very money cautious. Somebody might say, look, let's stay in, let's look at a movie. If they're doing that all the time, do not accept that. Do not accept that. Okay? Because if the person at least once a month and they said, okay, you're seeing this person for I would say like 6 months already, right? And out of 6 months, he took you out just like 3 times, you know. Um, should you look at that? Probably, unless you know he's a person like he says, look, I'm a homebody. Now, if he said he's a homebody, that might not be off, that he's not, going out. That don't necessarily mean that he's cheap. None of that. Because you could stay home and he could say, let's order in. Let's look at a nice movie because he rather that kind of intimacy more than anything else. So, you know, these are things could get it, it could be a little confused, right? So you got to pay attention to that. And next thing too, when 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 you have an argument, right? So now you get to know this guy. It's more than 6 months already. You're getting to know each other pretty well, learning each other habits and all of that, right? Now, automatically, like, one day he's like, you know what? You he's like thinking, you're talking to him, hey Peter, over here. And he's just, like he's not there. He's there, but he's not there with you. Should you look at that and say, oh man, he maybe have another woman he's thinking about and all of that? And like I said, sometimes we read into the wrong things and we're not looking at the right stuff. Now, all, as much as it may look like that, it's always good to ask questions. How are you doing? How was your day on the job? Because it could be something job related. It could be family problems too, right? It could be all numbers of things. And it could be as well, it could be a woman he's thinking about. Okay. You have to look at his mood, or her mood when you ask her certain things. You got to look about the next thing too. Family events, right? You're getting to know someone. When will you expect? Guys, I'm not reading the chat. In 1 minute, I'm trying to get that together so we could do this together. Um, like, yes, like in relationship, family stuff. When would you think it's a good time that he should be, you know, kind of inviting you to the family, like a picnic, or like we just had the holidays, you know? When do you think is an appropriate time for you or your significant other, you know, to invite you to the family table, She said, okay, not him just saying, oh, I'm going to my mom or I'm going to my sister for dinner. So he's telling you that I'm going. He didn't say we're gonna go. You see? So should you ask him, um are you guys shy? Just if you have to make something like a joke or like a little, make it like innocently, just to hear what that person's gonna say. Because sometimes what happened, your partner might be getting in with you, but the family is not having it. They may not see you in person yet, but guess what? He was speaking about you. He's showing them picture, and especially sometimes some men. Well, the only thing I could talk about to the men, right? Some men was brought up with alpha females, right? So you understand, like what they say goes, and sometimes you're the one who's getting the backlash. So you got to be careful. Those are the most difficult relationship, I think, because if you say something, it's gonna think like if you're trying to rule him, you're trying to control, and all of those good stuff, right? So now when he's saying, I'm going with my family members, I'm going to have dinner, I'm going to do this. At this time, you have to listen. Is he asking you, what are you going to be doing? Are you going with your family? He's just telling you what he's doing. Red flag. Something is wrong right there. Right there, he's not even saying, listen, um, by next holiday or soon, we're gonna be meeting, my family, you know, they're not ready quite yet, they're shy, whatever excuse he's making, right? But at least you're looking forward. Of course, everybody will look forward to meeting the family, right? So when he's not including you in those stuff, that's a big, big red flag. The biggest one to me, you see the holidays, when you have a boyfriend that is a Monday to Friday, the weekday boyfriends, right? When it come weekends, they always have something to do, you know. They're not stopping by, but Monday to Friday they're there. Now, unless they have a weekend job, you better know what they're doing, because then you're gonna be the weekday girlfriend, and the real woman is getting the weekend. Because remember, let's say he's off on the weekend, so he's taking her out somewhere. Meanwhile, on weekends, you're working too, but on weekends, no show. Holidays, no show. It's always an excuse. Nope, nope. Red, big, big red flag. When the holiday come, unless that guy is in a hospital or he's on a 9 to 5, no excuse. Red flag. Because a lot of these people, they will accept certain things and accept a lot of excuses. Now, one thing, I don't know how you guys feel about this, right? You're in with this guy, it's a year or whatever, you live in, you got your own place, he have his place, or maybe he's still with his family, whatever it may be. Now, how do you feel? Which one you think is better? Your significant other gives you money occasionally, like he's gonna drop you like a grand, he's gonna drop you like 500, he's gonna drop you $200 every now and again. How would you think? How would you think about this? That's the question. How would you think? Which one you think is more acceptable? Which one you think is a better commitment? That's it. A better commitment. Um, like I said, he dropping money occasionally, right? You know, nope, it don't have to be a birthday or whatever. He might say, hey, hold on to this. You get a 500, you get 100, whatever it may be, right? And he hand that to you. Compared to, he said, look, hon, let me see your bills, because you're all there a year together, right? And he take like, said, okay, he's going to take the cable bill, right? Or the Canedison bill. We're not going all the way to the rent or the mortgage, right? We sticking somewhere around there. Water bill, whatever. Like utilities. Now, the bill might be small, like it might be about, let's say it's $160 monthly, right? But sometimes he drop you here, he might drop you a grand, he might drop you 500 or whatever. But he'll do that occasionally. It's nothing more in the calendar, right? Which one would you think has more of a long, like the person is committed to you? The money that he give you every now and again, or that bill? Don't matter if that bill is $12 a month. And he said, look, I got you here with this. Which one would you think will be, which one would you go for? Which one you think is like you could say, okay, we could move forward. He's committed to me. How would you feel about that? Let me see if I could see the chats. Okay, I would really like to get some answers to see how you guys look like the chat stop. So what would you like? What do you think is a better commitment? Right? You getting money every now and again. It might be big bucks compare to, he picking one of those bills up, right? Whether utility or whatever, and he's taking care of that for you. Let me see what the chat is saying. Okay. Who is this? Jade shoot. Okay. Um, don't what? Um, what happened? The chat stop. Come on, guys, say something. We looking about occasionally your boyfriend or significant other, whoever he or she may be, and giving you money once, like every now and again, compared to him taking a bill, picking up a bill. Which one is more which one is more like I'm not getting I don't know what she's speaking about. Which one would you think is a better commitment? Come on, guys. Okay. He would know. Okay. He's gonna what? He's gonna pay. What is he's going to pay all my bills and break and break bread. Oh, okay. All right. It's it's a chat not working either. Just be responding. Okay. Let me see who is this here. Hey, everybody coming in. Thanks for being here. We had a little technical difficulties, and we're talking about relationship and red flags in relationship. You know, somebody's there. Who's that? Okay, guys. Let me see. Is there anybody willing to come up so we could discuss this? Who would like to come up? And it have to be somebody that I know of because I don't have the banner or whatever. I don't want nobody, coming with no nonsense here today because it's too early in the year for any stupidness. And I'm learning this as I'm going along. So you're free to come up. Let's discuss it. You know, let's discuss it, and I cannot be speaking by myself. It's good for to have someone to bounce off of what I'm saying because maybe you guys you know, have experience about something for that I'm thinking for from what I'm thinking of. So let's go. Come on, guys. It's just heat wave. Everyone, everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. Um, the link is pinned, right? The link is pinned. Come on, let's go. Come on, classes in session. Classes in session. We could speak about any relationship, any kind of relationship. You have a landlord, you and your landlord, you and your dogs, you and your cat, you and your rat, whatever it may be. Come on, let's talk about it. We know it's a lot of crap going on the YouTube street. Let's get messy. Come on, don't be shy. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Is anybody willing to come up? Um, oh, let me see. Okay, Nicey say my husband covered the bills and our home. He lived there too, but my man before we we broke up gave me 500. Oh God, I lost that. Anyway, let me see. That was a good one. All right, let me see if I could get that back. Um, okay, I think I lost that. I would tell him what? I would tell him, who's this here? Charlene Johnson is saying it with, I have, uh, I have a son. I have sons. Oh, they watch, they watch a father treat me. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a very good point. You know, we have we are the role models for our kids, right? So children, we what behavior are taught. They're taught behavior, right? So if you when you're in a home, both mother and father, you know, kids, most of the men, because I'm a woman, so I only could talk about the men. Sometimes um our girlfriend have to mold that person because that person didn't have that kind of luxury at home because it was hectic. It was a single family. A mom have to be struggling. So she had to become like an alpha female. So she had to get things done. And like they said, a boy needs his father at a certain point time of in his life. And it's very sad that women is playing games with that. Like say, well, okay, you can't see your son now because you didn't give me no money and all this kind of stuff, and preventing, a child, especially a boy child, to get some, whether it's an uncle, whether it's the natural father, whether if it whoever it may be, you know, a son, a boy child needs that kind of grooming, you know, to at least, teach him how to deal with, with a female and what not to do, what to do, you know. And next thing too, when you have a visitor, like you have your boyfriend, right? He's coming, he's visiting your family. Look and see when he gets there. Your mom is there, your dad is there. Okay, you have sisters and brothers. Okay. Look and see when he gets there if he's going to bring something, if he's going to walk with something in his hands for, your parent, mostly your mom. He's going to bring her a nice long stem rose. He's going to bring a bottle of wine, a bottle of cranberry juice, whatever it may be. That's a good thing. When someone is coming and they're coming to meet the family, if even you have younger sisters and brother, bring them a bag of chips, something, that is good. That's a good sign. But when people's coming up with the two long hands swinging, you understand, that is what you're going to expect. That's long term. You don't want that unless, and sometimes it have a reason for that. That person do not know any better. So should you toss that person away? No, that's why I said you have to sit down. You have to know. You have to get to know someone. So you will get to know, look, am I wasting my time here? Is this the right person for me? All of those good stuff. You understand? So it is relationships, like I said, is so, especially these days, it's so difficult because of what's going on here now. People is even lying about his sexuality, and all of these things. You understand? So it is so, it's so much of things. In my time, it was different. It is very more simpler. Now it's so much of confusion, the lies, the you know, the drive it. And next thing too, ladies, do not get fooled. A man pulling up in what is a Toyota Corolla, right? Compared to a man driving a Beamer, right? That's the next thing. We make big mistakes when it comes to that. Because the first thing we're going to look at the fancy car, you don't know if that's his vehicle. And if it's his vehicle, try to get to see, is he living in a house that he owns? Or is he paying rent? So when he put up this nice vehicle, park it on the public street, or maybe get he paying a parking a parking lot to put away his pride and joy. Guess what? The fancy vehicle that he was riding around with, he have to come now, get into his building, jumping over some piss, some wino, sit up somewhere in an elevator. But he's just flossing, right? And that is why a lot, especially the younger folks, they look at guys, they judge them from the vehicle they're driving. It could be a rental, it could be somebody vehicle he borrowed, right? That should not impress you. What should impress you is where he's coming from. Do he own anything? A car is a liability. Think about the assets, ladies. Don't mind if it's a little, don't mind if it's a double wide trailer. At least it's something. That's his. Okay? He covered the most important place, the most important thing, his head. Okay? So that means in the future, he'll be taking care of things that matters and not things to impress anyone. Okay? When you're thinking about impressing, a person impressing you, they should have a job. I'm not going to even say good job. A job is a job. Once it's an honest living, don't ever look at the guy who's taking the garbage out comparing to the one who's dressed in with a suit. All is a job. And I would rather to know I'm with a contractor compared to somebody who is pushing papers. Because at the end of the day, a mechanic and all of that, I know we're not going to starve. Okay? Because he have a way of making sure and making that money. Okay? Don't matter. He might not be manicure fingers and all that crap. Mm-mm. Don't look at all of that. Because that sometimes is just fake too. People do that all the time. Do all of this, and you think they're going to the office and they're going in the park and just sitting down, just hanging out, and just want to look good and impressing you. And you think, that's always cracked up to be. And those things are just like an introduction of disaster, pure disaster. So come on, guys, let's hear what you got to say. I know the chat, we were delayed. It was a lot of obstruction. Come on, man, let's talk about this. I cannot get messy alone. I need partners. Come on, come on, come on. Don't be shy. Okay? You come up, you're gonna get an A plus. Okay? You're gonna get an A plus. Don't worry about that. Teacher's gonna give you, you're gonna be, like a teacher's pet, but we're gonna keep it, amongst ourselves. All right? So come on. Let me know the link is okay. Why is nobody coming up? I have my own now. No longer a slave to a man's. Good for you. Good for you. Very good for you. Thumbs up. Yeah. Thumbs up. That's what I like to hear. Okay? Because a lot of people get things on that impression and that first date and all of that, and they try to give you the world, and they promises. Promises. That's the next thing. Promises. How you guys feel? You just met someone. Let's even say 2 months down the line. They have people that know exactly what they want. It's no if, ands, and buts. They know exactly. Look, I like you. I'm gonna stick it out with you. It is what it is. But then it have some. Let me drink some water. Sure. Sorry. Then it have some people now. Let me see. I lost my train of thought there just now. Let me get it together. Okay. Yes. So they just get to know you, right? And they're speaking about love, that they're in love with you, and all of this bull. I call it bull. Not all of it is bull, but this kind of promises they're going to give you this, they're going to give you that. Over promising. I always say, show me how much you love me. I don't want to hear you telling me you love me. I should feel it. Okay? You should show it to me. Because words, it's just words. And anytime somebody's coming on so short, oh babe, I love you, you know the same old. You know how many girls down the street he tell that to? Okay? He told that to a lot of people. Empty promises, red flag. You don't know me that long to say you're in love with me. In love with what? What? It might be your body, your face. What are you in love with? When people's coming so fast, you see that word love? 1 minute. You see that word love? That we are using it so freely. You see the people that is so quick to say how much they love you. They say how much they love you and all of that bullshit. Listen, don't work like that. Don't get it confused. You can't be loving somebody you don't even know them that much. And when people could use that word so freely, most of the time fake. That you can't love everybody. Please give me a break. You tell kids that. Well, love you, baby, love you. What the hell you come and telling a grown person? You don't even know the person. I love you, babe. I love you. Too freely. Hi, Nina. Good evening, Nina.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
1 minute
heat
talk,
wave.
Nina.
The Regina show. Hello, hello. Well, while heat wave is gone, I think you guys can hear me. How is everybody tonight? I think you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. Oh, hey, lady. Yes, we hear you. Yeah, red flags. I'm telling you, I'm not sure where we're going with this, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Do you think, ooh, you're just going straight for the kill, aren't you? VR. Or, ah, man, there's a lid for every pot, they say. So I, and grown people know what they're doing, so I have to trust that. Yes. But he seems to be exhibiting a lot of red flags. But you know, you never know. You never know. But this whole relationship on YouTube seems to be a lot. I think if you really want to take it seriously, you should do it privately. Then you'll really get to see if it works, you know, if it's for real. I have quite a number of red flags, I guess. Actually, I don't. Let me not lie. There's really one major red flag that I can't go past. I can't. I'm allergic to it. I have not that I've ever had hives, but if there was going to be some type of outbreak in my body, it's if a man mentions another woman's name. Nina, what about Pastor J. Wilson? What about Pastor J. Wilson?
Didn't come there before.
It just appeared.
Hi, Nina. Happy New
Ha-
Year.
Happy
Thanks
New
for
Year,
being
heat
here.
wave. I was thinking about you this morning, actually, when I was at
Oh,
Carrie's. I was thinking about you. It's good that you came live.
thank you. Thank you. So, how you pass your New Year's?
How am I?
Quietly?
I went and had dinner with folks. Came
Good.
home fairly early, but I was home by 2 o'clock. It was good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that everybody's here, alive and kicking, right? What else could we ask for? You know, everybody's
Hmm.
accounted for, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, and it feels like I don't know. Does it feel like a new year? I guess it does.
Um,
I don't know.
I was sick for the whole part of it. I haven't been feeling well. But I'm getting a little better. Um, I was stuffed up, and I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was being too tight. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it
But
seems like a lot
I'm
of
a
people
person. I
are.
don't like the hospital and all of that.
Oh, did you have
So
to go?
no, no, no. My home
Okay.
remedy worked.
Okay. Good.
I'm
Good.
very
Good. Good.
determined like that.
Good.
Um, so yes, what's going on with a red flag? What do you see that as a red flag, Nina? Let's have it, girl.
Yes, there's so many red flags out there, but me personally, if
Mm-hmm.
I hear a man talk about another woman,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not even just mentioning her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like mentioning her more than once is really like, oh, I can't even be with you. There's something in my body that just goes, eh. If he mentions his ex, I need to be the one. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's like I need to be the one you're thinking about. Why is there even a
Mm-hmm.
thought of another woman in your head? So
Yep,
when if he's mentioning another woman, or if there's a softness that he has toward another woman, it turns me off completely.
it should.
Just
I
completely.
never thought about that. That's a great one, Nina. That's
Yeah,
true.
I can.
But
It's
people
automatic.
is
It's a physical
accepting.
reaction.
Yeah, people is accepting such behaviors. And you cannot blame the men if they could get you with that. People is accepting behavior like that, and they use some kind of excuse. That's to me okay. You meet someone and you getting to know each other, and sometimes it's something he's gonna tell you about his ex. Just do a little rundown. Oh,
Yeah, I
you might
mean,
ask
just
him. To
normal
me,
stuff. But no, I don't want to
mm,
see, like, if he's bringing pictures, or if he's if he's, when a man is talking about a woman
mm-hmm,
in a soft way, you can
true.
sense that, right?
True,
Or in a urine something, but
true.
if it's just information, null, just kind of something that needed to be said and it was in context, I'm not crazy, but if you are talking about an ex, if you are but if somebody's in your mouth all the time, there's
Hmm.
something wrong there. You
Correct,
don't need to be thinking of anybody else but me. Nobody else
correct,
but me. So
correct,
sorry. Yeah.
correct. Yeah, you know what? That remind me of a little story. I'm not gonna be too long because I'm a person go wrong and then come around before I land the plane. Okay. In 2017, right? I had a
Hmm.
guest. Um, I don't know much about the person, but it's a friend of a friend, right? Was visiting. Anyway, she came around and she was not doing too well. She's a visitor, and her husband got life in prison, right?
Oh dear. Okay.
Yes, and they had a project they were working on. So like she was meeting all the wrong people. It so happened. I know this is. I don't even know why I'm telling this story, but anyway, um, it so happened she was looking for someone. You could tell, she couldn't do it alone. She
Hmm.
wanted help. Okay,
Hmm.
so she was telling me her problem. It was like a week later, an old, I don't even know to call him a boyfriend or what, right? Someone that I dealt with um years prior to that. And he showed up, he got in contact with me. So we were talking. But first, let me just say this.
Hmm.
Our relationship is confusing. Our relationship sorted from another relationship because I was a little lonely, and I used to like to dance. So I met him in a party. A friend's. It was a house party. Back in the days,
Okay.
there was a lot of house parties, right?
Mhm.
So we were introduced that way, and he told me about himself. We went on about about 3 or 4 dates, right? Nothing happened. Just went on a date and all of that, and then my stuff was corrected. So we part ways. Like, hey, see you later. Okay. Now that was done. That's all. So let's fast forward now. So when he came, he called me, and I said, "Oh my goodness," because I know he was a very generous, very nice person.
Mm.
Because a matter of fact, maybe it was my luck. After 2 months of meeting him, I had to get my transmission right rebuilt, right? So that's a little costly. So
Mm.
anyway, I was just telling him, oh, he's like, why you not driving? I'm like, oh Lord, the car's in the shop, bam, bam, bam. So he's like, why you not getting it out? So I said, look, I don't have the money now. I have to wait a little or whatever. And at that time, I think it was like $1,400 to get it. But $1,400 those times was a lot of money. It was coming on to the holidays. He told me to meet. First, he invited me to a staff party, but I didn't want to go. But anyway, we hooked up, and he gave me a card. So I took the card and said thank you. When
Mhm.
I got home, it was $2,500, right? So I got a little nervous. I was like, is this a loan? Yes, I did ask that question. And he said, a
Okay.
loan? I'm not a bank. As he giggled,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And I said, look here, I don't know really how I'm feeling about you. I'm not sure if a relationship I make sure I make my shit clear. Okay. Don't expect anything. But at the same time, the doors are open, but I don't know yet what's gonna happen.
Right.
And he said, look, I'm giving you this because I'm in a position I could help you. Okay, that was it. So now this person came. I introduced him now to this lady. She's not really well, we got to become friends. So I was telling her, I said he's a very nice person and he was not hooked up with anyone. So I introduced the two of them together, and he even gave her a lift to where she was going. Now I called her because he called me and he told me he liked her a lot, and he was asking me questions about her.
Oh, okay. So this is long time after you two dated. It
Oh
just didn't
yes,
work out.
oh
Yeah.
yes,
So
very
now,
yes.
okay.
So I'm like, so when he was asking me a lot of questions about her, and I gave him the best that I could give him. I told him, she's someone that I was introduced to, ma'am, and I said, look, she's a nice person. I didn't tell him about the jailing. Didn't tell him anything about that part. But we were, talking, and he said he really liked her. Well, I said, well, let her know. He said yes. But she was getting ready to return to her country, right?
Okay.
So I said, well, ask her how she'll feel with a long term relationship and whatever, you know. And he said yes. Well, guess what happened?
What?
She called me and she said, see your friend, he's a very nice person, like you said. But I don't think I could hook up with him. Or, I said, you don't like him? She said, no. He's everything, she liked. So I
Mhm.
said, what happened? She said, look here,
Mm.
don't play games with me. I'm like, what?
Ah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? So she said, no, I don't know what games you are playing.
Oh my God.
So I got serious. I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. You
Mm.
joking, right? She said, no. She said, why would you want to hook me up with your ex? I said, Lord,
Mm.
I said, I told you we just went on about 3 or 4
Four
days,
dates
nothing
years
intimate,
ago.
years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she said, so I said, what is the problem? What signal are you getting? Know what she told me? Hmm. Well, okay, my weight used to go up and down, up and down. Okay. So when he knew me, I was up. So when he saw
Okay.
me after all these years, I'm down.
Okay.
So he's like, oh my God, you lose so much weight. Da, da, da. So she said, all the way, they're driving for about an hour. And she said he just continued speaking about me. I said, but
Oh
what was
no.
he telling you about me? Because that make me feel away. And she was telling me, he was saying, you don't know what happened. Like I'm not taking care of myself. And it was just, it was just like, I don't know what he was expecting when he saw me. I don't know if he thought that I was going to look the same way.
Oh, oh, he thought you were not well because you lost weight.
Right. And
Okay.
again, he was looking, he said, I'm not upkeeping myself. And I'm like, wait a minute. My nails was spoiled. I don't know what he was talking about.
Oh,
Right.
he's a talker. Okay.
Yeah. So she now was taking that he still was hooked on me. So I told her no. I said, what happened? He liked girls thick. He liked thick girls, right? So
Okay.
just imagine, I'm half that size.
Right.
So I'm looking, it's somebody different he's looking at. So I think he was in shock. As you get older, sometimes you put on weight and sometimes you drop it off, right?
Okay.
So he have never saw me that small at the time. Okay. So he was like, oh my God, I hope she's okay and she's not sick, she's not stressed. And because I told her, I said, because we are friends. Okay. And he was just concerned about me. It was nothing else. But she said no, she said no. He should not have been speaking about me, period. I said, but you just knew him. Maybe it was conversation. Have you ever
For an
thought about
hour?
making a conversation? Huh?
He was talking
Exactly.
about you for an hour?
An hour, she said, an hour.
Ah, that's a long time, heat wave. I don't know. I mean, if it
Mm,
was just okay,
mm.
first, this is their date. This is their first date, I think, right?
Yes, yes. It wasn't a date. They were just introduced and he was giving her a ride. That's it.
Oh, well,
See?
if they were just introduced and he was
Yes.
giving her a ride, it doesn't seem overly weird. But if he has interest in her,
Mm,
talking about somebody else for 1 hour is
mm.
really is a lot. I mean, it's fine to say as something, but for an hour, I don't think I could
Yeah, he
talk
said,
about somebody for an
yes, he said.
hour.
But I was
I
more,
mean,
well,
what
you
did
see,
with your whole life history for
that,
an hour?
you see,
From the
how can
time you
we
were
look at
born?
it one way, right? And I didn't even look at it that way. See, what I was looking at, okay, maybe he was just making conversation. So I asked her, I said, did you move him away from that? She's like, no, he was so like inquisitive to know, like, you know, is there something that is hidden, And she okay, when she just had known me, so she had never seen me up and down. So she's telling him, oh, I can't imagine her being big, are you kidding me? And he's like, yeah, she was bigger than you. So that's what they were going back and forth. I said, maybe it was just conversation. That don't say he's interested in me. We had nothing in the first place, and at this age, to hook up where? So I
Mm.
said, okay. She
Well,
said
maybe
she
he's
got
still.
up
I'm.
with him.
I don't know. Maybe.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that I can see it your way. I really can because it
Mhm.
it was just a ride. It wasn't a date.
Yes. Mhm.
So conversation plus you're the person that introduced them.
Yes.
So you're the common thing that they both know. Maybe he wanted to
Mhm.
just talk about it. But
Mhm.
if he did he have interest? Did he show interest in her? Did he say he said he liked her, right?
He called me as
Hmm.
when he dropped her off, he called me and he said, he was asking me about her. And I know that's the type of girl he would like. And I said, what happened? You like her, right? And he said, yes. I said, but she's going home in 3 days. You
Hmm.
better talk up fast. So he
Hmm.
said, yes, he didn't invite her for them to go swimming and bam, bam, bam.
Mm.
Um, he lived a very luxurious life, you know, nice life.
He doesn't seem like a smooth operator. He, no, he doesn't seem harmful or anything, and I don't think that he was trying to offend her. I think he probably did like her, but he maybe he's a little awkward with women. Is he?
Not, you see what happened? When I knew him, right? He was like, this person, he likes to flirt, right? That's what if it's cheating, then flirting. He loves to flirt. He likes to laugh.
Okay.
So I was telling her that's about it. You understand? For him to call me right away and said, "Look, I really like her," I look at it that he really liked her, but she said she couldn't get over him speaking about me for an hour. So I said, if he's speaking about my weight, he was in shock. He was not speaking and said, oh, when we go out, she's to dress nice. You understand what I'm saying? To me, talking about someone weight in this time, you understand what I'm saying? And this
I
person
do. I
never saw you.
understand.
Hmm.
I understand what you're saying. I
Hmm.
do, because you're the common person.
Right.
So what are but there's so, if he's really interested in her,
Hmm.
I think he should have, talked about where she's from, where he's from, what
Hmm.
they have in common. And
Yes.
yes, you should have been mentioned and talked about, maybe 5, 10, even 15 minutes. But an hour to talk about you
She
seems
said the
like
whole trip.
the whole trip
He said the
about
whole. So
you.
I asked him that after she had already left. And I told him the truth because he's more of a friend to me. I know him longer. So I was telling him, I said, look, she likes you too. But what the hell are you conversating about me and my weight? Huh? So he said, oh, she told you that? And he was giggling. I said, that's the reason. She backed away. She thought that you have something with me. You want to rekindle something, you know.
Maybe,
And
I mean, that's not out of the question. If a man is talking about you for one full hour, even if it's about weight, or
Mhm.
maybe she's not taking care of herself, maybe he wants to take care, I don't know. But 1 hour is a very long time to talk about another woman, especially if a man is interested in me. I don't care if she introduced us. That's too much for me personally.
Okay.
I would be like, why? This is a little bit too much.
Yeah,
Um,
probably. Probably.
yeah, but it wasn't a date. I
No,
will
it
give
was
him that.
not.
It was
No,
it was a yeah. So I
it
don't
wasn't
know.
a date or
I
anything like
understand where she's coming from.
that. Okay, one thing I want to speak on: long distance relationship, virtual relationships. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I think long distance relationships are good for
Hmm.
a short time, right? Uh, Especially if you are, and the younger you are, I think
Live.
the more reasons there might be long distance,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because maybe school, or you're just establishing your professional life, or something,
Hmm.
something, something, So
Yes. Yeah.
you can't be together. So I get that. And so
Hmm.
you'll work it out. But the older you get, if as the older you get, the more power you have in your life to do whatever it is the hell you want to do.
True.
So if you want to be with somebody, then
Yeah.
you're going to be with them, period.
True.
Right? So if you're going to be in a long distance relationship with somebody who's in your older age, over 40, I would say, is really ridiculous to me. It's like, go ahead and be together after a
Mhm.
year, maybe a year and a half. That's
Yes.
it. There can't be any, 3 years long distance, 4 or 5 years long distance. That's crazy.
Yes. True. True.
Hmm.
But some people is living that kind of lifestyle and they're saying it's working for them. So I don't know. You have to really have some comfort. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it
No, I know I don't think I could do it for a long period of time.
because I'll be thinking like, okay, holidays and all these different things. Okay, I know where I'm at. Where are you? You know what I'm saying?
Not even
But
that. You
you
could
could see
spend
anyway
those
on my
times with
phone.
them. It's the everyday thing. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when you're in a long distance relationship, of course it's going to last longer, because every time you see them, you're on vacation. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying? You're not in real life. So you don't know them in real life,
True.
everyday life, what you two would get along and how you would work out, making dinners and
Mm-hmm.
dealing with car troubles and, whatever normal life. You're on vacation. So of course it's going to be peaches and cream and beautiful and all that. So you
Correct.
don't even really know the person.
Um, and next thing, look. Um, how do you feel when if a man is coming on to you in a short period of time and saying how much he loves you and all of that? Do you fall for things like that?
No,
Would you fall for
no,
stuff like that? No, right?
no, no.
Mm-mm.
There's not even a
That's a red
question in my
flag.
mind with that. Oh God, yes. For
You don't know me like
I
that. What
like,
the hell you tell me you love
and I
me?
like a reserved man too.
Hmm.
I said I like reserved men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I, I I liked slow. I mean, not ridiculously slow, but
Mm-hmm.
love and all this other stuff. That's and it's men that talk a lot. They don't do a lot of
Mm-hmm.
action.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what I've
That is
noticed,
facts.
yeah, with men, at least the men that I've uh, known in my life, they're not talkers, right?
Right.
They're action oriented. They
Yeah.
will do things, you know, for you. And I'm not just talking about money, but just taking care
Yes.
of
Yes.
things, being there, you know. Yes, just they'll do things, and you will see that they care for you, that they love you, because you see they're going out of their way for you and doing all these things for you. They don't have to say it. That
Correct.
comes later. Yeah.
Because what I look at, for me, I don't like too much of a talkative person. I do a lot of talking for both of us. A man should come out when it's time for him to come out. You understand? If another man, a man is coming to deal with me, I'm not going to go fighting a man. I'm not crazy. My man is supposed to be fighting you, not me fighting. That's where my man is supposed to come out and stand up there strong. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
A next thing too, I've noticed people would have their men, right? Say they have a fight, they have some kind of situation going on. Two women fighting, right?
Okay.
And there is a boyfriend, and he joined into the whole shit. How do you feel
Oh,
about
that's
that?
crazy. No, I can't. You know what? What's it called? I'm not conservative in my political beliefs. I'm
Mhm,
very liberal, but I think
mhm.
I'm more traditional than I think than I realize that I'm more traditional in gender roles
Yeah.
than I thought I was when I
Uh-huh.
was before. I like a strong man. I like a man who is reserved,
Yeah.
who who stays his ground as a man,
Hmm.
because naturally I'll give him that respect.
Hmm.
And so it just sounds crazy that he would be involved
Hmm.
in a talk with my friend. You know,
Correct.
that just it feminizes him for me. It's just, yeah.
Facts. One
So
thing. If let me see. You have okay. Do you ever share, right? Or okay, you have your man you're dealing with. You have a girlfriend. Would you send his pic and all of that? I mean, to say, if like, okay, you all go out on a date, you send her a pic. Here it is, me and my man. Y'all go to the movie, send her a pic. Is that normal behavior? Would you send your pic to your girlfriend every time you all do something?
every time, no. To show him that, if it's my close friend,
Mhm.
maybe to show her what he looks like, yes, maybe once or two times or something, to show her what, because we're going to talk about what he may look like. But
Yes,
no, we're not. She's not going to get a picture every activity that we do.
because that backfires. You cannot. People is making mistakes. You cannot bring your man into you and your girlfriend relationship, and every time you do something, you make it like leaving that door open. You understand? You gotta guard that door because sometimes your girlfriend don't have anyone. And you know what happens? Sometimes we saw complaining. And you go bracing her, he been acting up, do. You telling her all of that. And she's, yes, girl, leave him. Meanwhile, sometimes your girlfriend, she don't have a man, she forgot you shouldn't have a man either. Some of them is even more dirtier. They'll take your man away because you already gave them all the situation. So it's an easy road for them to come and make some book.
Yeah, that just sounds crazy. Who does that?
A lot of
You,
what? Oh, that been going on. Mm-mm.
I thought
Especially younger
that
generation. Oh yes. Oh
what
yes.
they're I don't know. I guess, yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't see why the girlfriend would be involved in your relationship. There, and even with my friends and their boyfriend or husbands or whatever,
Hmm.
yes, we all have, I love them. I
Yeah.
love their togetherness, and I respect their relationship, and maybe I'll see him as a brother,
Yes.
or an extended relative or something, but that's it. You don't, your loyalty is with the woman. You don't, there's boundaries that you don't cross. We're not overly friendly, you know
Uh-huh.
there's no overly friendliness. They wouldn't know about my personal
Hmm.
stuff. They would just know that, I'm their wife's friend,
Correct.
and that's
Correct.
it. And I love their children. That's somebody that loves my children, something. But he is in the background.
And
He barely
men,
exists.
yeah, that makes sense, Nina. Men, to me, that uses a lot of what I gotta say, like like overdo things. Like, okay, you having a problem, might have a coworker, whatever. You come tell your man, I don't know why he's always, messing with me, or he's lazy. Just normal stuff that goes on into the workplace. Your man come huffing and puffing. I would do this. I would knock his head up. I would do that. So many things he's promising, right? That's the next red flag. Because a person who really
This
cares
is
for you,
not even a red flag. This is some craziness. This
well,
isn't, I mean, this is some sort of TV show or something. This doesn't even seem like real life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Why
But
would
a
you want
lot
to
of women
deal
get
with
turned on
somebody?
by that. And they believe. And guess what? The first person who's running, he's running away. He ain't even waiting for you. He's gone.
Mm. Yeah, it's the talkers that I have a see,
That's right.
that would be the second red flag. The first, I
Hmm.
guess, the woman, even the mention of other women, or if it's in his mouth, that is problem. But yes, the lots of talking,
Hmm.
about what he's gonna do, and whether it be, what he's gonna get you, or how much he loves you, um, or if he's gonna beat somebody up, or whatever, like all this stuff. No, because I need you to show me things. First, don't beat
Correct.
anybody up. I don't want any violence.
Correct.
But if you're get all these wonderful things that you're talking about, you don't need to tell me about it. Show me.
Mm-hmm.
Show me. And I appreciate it so much more, and I have so much respect. And those are the men,
Yeah,
if I
over closely.
long yeah, over a long period of time that I've, settled with or had long relationships with, those were the men, that didn't,
Yes.
yeah,
Oh,
that,
yes. We were I don't know if you were in the chat when I was speaking about money, right? You have a boyfriend. So now y'all been going for a little while. So he's living at his place, you're at your place. So how do you feel? Like, okay, occasionally he will drop you a couple of bills, right?
mhm.
Compare to if he take a bill from you and he pays it, don't matter how small it is. Which one you think is a better, like it's a commitment? What do you? Which one of those? Which out of the two
We're
you will
not,
you will say it's a commitment?
we're living in two different residences.
No, I'm not talking about the living. I'm talking about bills in the house, right?
We're
Yes,
living
you live in
together.
two
It's our
separate
house.
places. Yes,
Oh, two separate places.
right. He's living at him. You live in because you all know. The
We're just
relationship is
dating. We're
pretty
not
young.
married.
No, right.
Okay, we're just dating.
So,
And so
mhm.
would it be better for him to pay one of my bills, or for him to give me money? Is that what
Which one
the
would you rather, and which one you think is more of a commitment?
Oh, they both sound kind of weird to me. Maybe I'm strange. But first of all, if we're, why is he paying my bills? I don't. w- if he's that committed, he needs to think about how he needs to commit to me. It's like for a long, long time, and pay my bill, pay for our mortgage is what he needs to be thinking about. I don't understand why he would. Not as single people,
Mm,
and then giving me money on a regular basis sounds weird to me too. Yes, spend money on me, you
mm,
know. like maybe and give me, if he wants to just give money, which is
Mhm.
weird to me too, just giving money. Usually it's about spending money, right? Getting
Mhm.
things. And it doesn't have to be, like small things. It could be big things if he wants to, but like the exchange of money is a little weird to me. And then also paying the bills is kind of weird to me. It's usually just take me out, spend money on me, buy me things, show your appreciation.
Mhm.
For me, and then when he spend, then there's a more of a definite relationship, like
Now, guess
an
what?
actual marriage.
Guess
Hmm.
what? I had a I have a friend. Not had. I have a friend. So she was seeing this guy. He said he was a federal officer and all of that, right? So she told me one day something was going on in her area, and she said, "Oh, he had to get up to go get his GUN." So I said, "Where was that?" Because he normally spend weekend with her, right? Work Monday to Friday. So I said, "Where was it?" She said, "In the car." I said, "In the car?" She said, "Yes." I said, "What proof you have that he's a federal officer?" She said, "Well, he have that thing." And when she called to the job, something she was telling me about the secretary, some confusion like that. So now they were going together. I remember this. President Obama, he was getting, I think that was the second year in office, right? So we were up in DC. Anyway, and so she was telling me about he's the officer, he's this, he's that. This is coming into a year. Now, where I am, my general area, state that I'm living in, we had a heat wave that was going on. Now she don't have a pool. He said he have this pool, like an Olympic sized pool and all of that. Her grandkids came down to visit at that time. So he had grandkids too. So I'm like, hey, go cool off at the pool because this is what she's telling me. Her boyfriend is living very lavishly, right? So I'm like, okay, you're gonna go down there, spend the weekend there. Why are you gonna have the kids, running around on that sprinkler or whatever? She told me, she said, "Oh, you know what? Um, she did not invite or something like that, but invite." So I said, wait a minute, hold it, hold it, hold it. He's coming and spending, and we almost our friendship almost dissolved because of this. Because I got angry and I couldn't hold it back. I said, wait a minute, he's coming wearing down your bed every weekend. And I said, have you ever went to his house? She's like, no, why am I going to go there? And he's coming every weekend. I said, wait a minute, wait 1 minute. I said, are you kidding me? Right away, the red flags was up there. I said, something is weird about that. The first thing she said, I'm always, like, I'm always overthinking things. I said, this is not about overthinking anything. If he knows everything about you from the outside to the bedroom on your bed, okay? So you're gonna tell me he's not living, okay, yes, he's living in a different state. Okay, it was 2.5 hours away from where she's living. Hello? I think I lost Nina. I think I just lost Nina. Hello? I just lost Nina. Nina, Nina, what happened? What happened to Nina? Well, I think the link is still there. Anyway, um, I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't know where Nina is, but I'm gonna wrap this up in a little bit because it looked like a lot going on, and maybe we could revisit this at another time. Because like I'm losing my voice too. Um, so Guys, thank you for being here. We're gonna try to do this again at another time because I don't know where Nina is. I think I lost Nina. I don't know if I lost Nina. Okay, guys. Nina, thank you so much for being a guest. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you know, you being so patient with me. Thank everyone, and please be safe. And that's it until we meet again. Hopefully I'll get everything together. At that time I'll practice a little better because I'm still under the weather and it's kind of difficult. I'm feeling like my throat is on fire. So thank you again for being here. Happy New Year to everyone. Um, that's it. You know. Okay, bye guys. Take care.